Hello everybody and welcome back to Viking Conquest here, where we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We definitely have some problems though. We've got a lot of territory we need to retake from various factions up in the north of Scotland and throughout the north of England as well, but for the time being I think we're doing okay. Hello Whiskers, you doing okay today? Good to see you. I'm not entirely sure what we want to be doing now, because I don't think we're currently the marshal of our own faction by choice. I think we chose last time to have Ethelmod become our current lord or our current marshal, purely because we had quite a lot of controversy as our own character. If we go to notes characters, we had a lot of controversy. We're kind of lowering that down now, but we did have a lot for a while. I'm doing okay, thank you, Whiskers. I was a little bit unwell for a little while, hence the lack of streaming, but I'm hopefully back now to do a little bit more. I'm going to retry take Oxford, because I think Oxford was only recently taken over by East Anglia. I think we can take it back for ourselves. I now understand why there's so many issues in terms of trying to get myself to become Lord of Britain World, become Lord of all of England or all of Scandinavia. Even though I own all the towns of Lundberg, Winchester and Jorvik, I need to be the personal holder of them. From what I understand from people online, I need to be the direct owner of such things, which isn't very useful, but you know, what can we do? I want to see if I can run down those men, because they might be worth it. There's a lot of people wanting to go to war with us at the moment. It's not ideal, must be said, but it's okay. We'll just have, we're always at war with so many people anyway. Then we're just going to have to take that risk. So eventually, if Winchester does get lost and we have to retake it, we'll retake it for ourselves, and that should prove that should do what we need to. But up until that point, we're kind of stuck, and of course we're going to have people constantly raiding our villages and constant border incidences. When we get this big, it's just kind of a problem that we're going to have occurring. I'm hoping we can retake Oxford by ourselves. I think we'll be able to. It's only recently just been taken over. Yeah, only 58 people inside. We should be able to retake that, no problem. We'll besiege, and hopefully we can just get them to surrender straight away. Wonderful. And we need to give this to someone who trusts us and someone who we like. We'll give it to this guy here, because I think that might have been his town and village beforehand, or his castle and village beforehand, up until it was taken off him. But there we go. We've retaken Oxford with more people inside than there were before. We could go try to take Badenham. I know that's an East Anglia territory. I just want to try and make peace with some people, so I can go to war with some other people. Oh my god. How many people? 1,000 soldiers in the army. Now granted, about 500 of those are either serfs or labourers, so they're not going to be that strong, but still. Are we actually at war with the Moomain at the moment? Thankfully we are not, but that could easily change. But that is a scary, scary amount. That's presumably the king there. I can't say that name. I'm going to pretend I can say that name, but I can't. Yes, the lord there. He owns a lot of land, which we're going to need to take back, because I don't like him being that strong. That's a scary amount of troops. I think we can probably take this place on as well, if we're lucky. There's only 4 days. We might be able to get to them to surrender. The fort's been defended by lions. We leave it with our heads held high. Can you guarantee our safety? You have my word. No, but you must leave. And also it gives us more troops. Excellent. I'm very happy about that. And that gives us another East Anglia territory to work with. Eventually we'll go retake the marshalship, and that will allow us to push forward and kind of hopefully really wage war in a larger scale than we are at the moment. Who can we give Baden to? This used to be our town, or our castle I should say, but I don't think we need it. I don't really want another castle. I don't really want another castle and village myself at the moment. For now it's just gonna be undecided. Oh, I might have accidentally decided to raid Baden. Oh yeah, I've definitely I'm pretty sure I didn't press that, but oh well. I was fairly sure I just said I was going to leave it and determine its value. But maybe that means raiding in Viking speak. Oh well, I guess we're accidentally raiding Paddingham now. And we'll give it to someone later down the line, but that was not what I initially intended to do, that's for sure. I just wanted to give it to a vassal, but I guess not. I feel kind of bad because this was my first ever castle. Albeit not for very long. But now here I am butchering them. That happened last stream as well. Did I really click the wrong thing twice? Okay, let's deal with these guys. I don't think we can go back on our word now. We look like a very weak leader if we were to do so. Hello, cucumbers. How are you today? Good to see you. There we go. Success. And the smouldering ruins of Baden go up into the sky. I'm doing okay, thank you, cucumbers. I've been a little bit unwell, so I haven't been on much, but I'm trying to get back on now. That being said, Baden has a lot of rather wonderful stuff in their coffers for me to take. Wonderful. Yeah, would you believe Baden doesn't really like us now that we've accidentally raided them? My mistake, guys. Apologies. We could try take that bit off East Engel as well. How much land does East Engel have left, I wonder? Doesn't have a lot, actually. If we were to take out this big town here, that would leave it done. I mean that they would have no more land. Just go see how much land they actually have here, because that's going to kind of determine whether or not we attack with or without our marshal nearby. Okay, we're going to need the marshal. That's fine. We will go make ourselves the marshal again. We'll hand out Baden to someone, and then we will go try and knock East Engel out of the campaign for the time being. I have no doubt that they will return at a later stage, but I'd really like to make peace with some people, and the easiest way to make peace in wartime is simply just to make them no longer be on the world map. So we're going to head to Dunbreton. We'll also see if we can do any kind of management there of our kind of kingdom, which we may or may not need to do. Okay, here we go. We can visit our wife, we can visit our marshal. That's all for now. I'll speak to you in a second. Do you like me? No, your service is not required, sir. What about you? Do you like me? No, your service is not required, sir. Ethelwolf, Ethelwolfing. You, I think, well, you used to be one of my vassals, but you're not anymore. Bjorn Ironsider, you used to be one of my vassals, and you left, so no, you don't get to come back. No. Who's one who actively doesn't dislike me? Oh, you're angry. Let's not do that. Oswald is suspicious. Alfred. Oh, you're welcoming. Okay, you're welcome aboard, sir. I'll give you some land. You can have the really. You can take Baden in all its glory. If I can find out where you are, there you go, Wilfred. You can also have Badenham as well, I think. There we go, Mr. Wilfred. And I've got some other bits of land to give to people. These are villages where I think people have just kind of rebelled. I'll give one to Cuthred because I want to keep Cuthred on board. Last Queen East. I want to keep people happy, that's for sure. Oh, I made myself a... I didn't mean to make myself Lord of that village, that's okay. Who can we give this to who needs some relation? You do. And I'm going to give Denise's ham to someone as well. Again, we'll give it to Cuthred, just because I think we need to give Cuthred some land. And I'm going to replace Ethelmod as Marshal, because I purely want to knock East Engel out completely. Because I think that is important. Mrs. Wife, how are you doing? As good. I've had a child! We gain 40 morale. I don't know why our party gains morale, but I'm so happy, all very well. We have 1 boy and 2 girls. Wonderful. This is what I mean, we never actually get to meet them. Let's get some more recruits. And we'll also have... Oh, I probably didn't need to do the feast, but that's fine. We can have another feast, that's not a problem. We've got the money to afford it. And I'm going to call the banners, if I can. We're going to go try and get East Angle out completely. Which is, will anyone actually join us with the marshalling? I don't know. Someone's raiding just over here. We can probably go deal with them. Oswald is... I just brought you on board, Oswald. Never mind. Multiple Irish vassals running away from us there. Frisia, that's not a problem. I don't think we have any issues with Frisia at the moment. Ethelwolf, Ethelreding has left. I think these are the people we've rejected. Yeah, these are the people we just said no to. That's fine. Do we really not have anyone else to come join the marshalling at the moment? Doesn't feel like very many people, to be honest with you. Baden has been... Oh, for goodness sake. Baden has been besieged. There's no way we can get down to there in time, that's for sure. We'll probably just have to retake that at a later date, I would think. I don't think we're going to be able to get down to Baden in time. See if we can go after you, but you're a bit too fast, to be honest. I really need some more lords to come with us, to be honest. But I'm guessing they've been out on campaign for a while. So for the time being, everyone can go home. Because I want people to be happy. I want people to gain their energy back for a long old campaign. Okay, you're leaving, that's probably okay. We can probably take you on, even though you have more numbers than we do. And it'd be good to... Oh, you're actually welcoming. I wonder if we can get you to come over to our side or not. I do not conduct my business in the shadows, but sometimes it must be done. What do you have to say? How do you feel about your lord? He likes his lord. Damn. That's not very good. Commander options. Rousing speech. Take your prize. Fight, fight, fight. Anything else? Can we have a duel of honour? No. No one wants to do a duel of honour. Never mind. But this will help our men just gain some morale. We'll gain some loot. And we'll get back into the swing of things. And I think that is important. Okay, so infantry here. Spearmen here, as usual. Archers, skirmishers, and cavalry on the side. Kind of the normal setup we do for all of these things. I think I can see them just popping over the hill there. Yes, I can. I'd like to go after the Mumain, but I don't really want to declare war on more people than necessary. I think after this battle, we'll actually go speak to our marshal, or to our steward, marshal? Whoever runs the kind of diplomacy side of our faction. And see if I can get them to organise peace with 1 or 2 people. But I would like to knock out East Angle if possible, because they've been the thorn on my side since the early part of this series, and it'd be nice to deal with them, all things considered. Are they going to push forward, or are we going to have to push forward to them? I'm not entirely sure. It looks like they're pushing forward though, which is useful, all things considered. We do have some archers here, although obviously not excellent archers, although we do have a few Norse Royal archers who I consider to be kind of the best archers in the game. Purely because they actually have armour and shields and some form of defence, unlike plenty of the other archers in this game. Do we push forward? We probably shouldn't, but let's do it anyway. He's starting out his war cry. There we go, we killed someone, excellent. That should prompt them into charging forward, and it does. We've made them angry, which is exactly what we want. We'll pull back to our own lines. Spearmen can charge now, I think. Fire at will. I think we also want them to... There we go. Because I think we accidentally... Did we make them use all blunt weapons? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Good. Okay, I think we can let everyone else charge now as well. Now that the majority of their cavalry, I think, is charged in. Something not let my horse die. It's a good horse. Oh, and we finally leveled up. It's been a while since we've had something like that happen. When you get to the later stages of the games, level ups are pretty rare. We're just going to see if we can go down this line of skirmishers and cause some havoc. Seems like they're actually causing more havoc to me at the moment, that's for sure. Let's see if we can do some throwing weapon damage. Also going to blow a horn. How are we doing? We've taken some losses, but not anything that we can't sustain, I don't think. Let's go to you. You look important. I don't think you were. You just had a snazzy outfit and shield on. Okay. Bum bum. Bum bum. Charge, gentlemen. Charge. Cool, we're getting some good kills here. We're causing some good havoc, that's for sure. I don't think we've knocked out the leader yet, but I'm sure he'll be around somewhere. Oh, we might have already done it, I just missed it. I'm really getting too close to the skirmisher line by myself. Because normally, you know, someone moving on a horse with a lot of fancy armour is probably a fairly worthwhile target for these chaps. Go to you. Run. Don't get involved. The Irish factions are certainly numerous in their kind of troops, but normally most of them are these kind of very unarmoured skirmishers who can be pretty deadly offensively, but once you get close to them you can normally kill them without too much trouble, as long as they don't throw a javelin into the side of your neck unexpectedly, which does occasionally happen. I'm actually going to dismount my horse for the time being because it's getting rather bloody and I don't want to lose it, especially with how often horses die in this. We'll blow a horn for some good luck and we'll push forward. Charge! We've lost 30, it's not terrible. And we do just have some reinforcements coming in now. I still think we have the quality of troop to out-sustain them, even if they might have the numbers over us right here. But I think they're starting to rout already, which is excellent. There we go, we've defeated the enemy. I'm not going to wait around for any routings. But I'll happily take all the prisoners possible. They'll be worth a pretty penny next time we get them to a prison broker. Wonderful. We'll share the loot as is common. I don't know. Okay, we'll get a few battle trophies, not many, but still worth taking. I'm just going to head back to Dunbreton, first of all to sell some things, and second of all just to ensure that we maybe make peace with one or two factions. Oh, hello there, Mr. Ulade, man. What are you doing here? We've got a lot of Irish factions coming in for us at the moment. Honestly, I think the people I'd like to make peace with the most is actually the Irish factions, because I don't really see the need to be at war with them for the time being. There just doesn't seem to be a particular need to be at war with them at the moment. Okay, let's sell all that there. That's fine, it's pretty much good enough. Oh, I should hold on to that tar. Tar is useful. I can sell other things that are not as necessary. Like this. We'll keep hold of the timber and the rest of the tar in case we need to buy some more ships. Or certainly get someone to... Or to build some more ships for us, to commission some more ships. Okay, I want to... First of all, who are you? No, sorry. Brunhild. I want to dispatch an emissary to some of the Irish factions. We're at war with a lot of them. Truce, let's send Asbjorn. And emissary to... Ehrlich? Are we at war with Ehrlich? No, we're not at war with Ehrlich. Well then let's not start being at war with more people. Dispatch an emissary to Lagan, I think we're at war with? Yes, we are. And I'll send Solveig. I don't think either of them will be successful. Try to see your children. If I see my children, it says, how are my offspring? Your offspring grow healthy and strong. We have 1 boy and 2 girls. Very well, take care of them, make sure they don't act for nothing. I literally have no idea what they're called, who their names are. I want to show love to my spouse. I want to, I want to make love to my wife again. Because children mean morale boosts, but it takes 9 months for them to happen. That's how making babies work. Whenever you have babies in this game, gives all your men a morale boost. I don't know why. But I'm not going to say no. Get some more troops. It's going to replace the few that we lost. But not that we're lacking for troops by any means, but we can always do some more. Make sure everyone is upgraded as well. Put an archer, warrior, veteran. I'm sure this party's not in the right order, but given how quickly we go through troops, it's not the easiest thing to kind of sort out. Our ship should hopefully be nearly done in Bedinburgh as well. Are the majority of our ships in Dunbreton at the moment, or are they? Ships, they are in... No, they're actually in Bedinburgh. Excellent. Although if we end up going to war with someone, that would be worse. If we get into war with Northumbria, then or with Norway, then we can't get into Bedinburgh. That would be an issue. You come across the grave, not Forgotten Warrior. We can rifle it for loot, leave the place, or tend to the grave and pay your respects. We will tend to the grave and pay your respects. Somehow, someday, perhaps, you might have the honour of being buried like a king. I hope so. I think I hold enough territory to be justified as a king, but not yet. Ooh! I've won a special book. You have achieved your goal. No task was too big for you. Rejoice in your accomplishment and get ready for what comes next. Choose a new goal. I don't know what I had before. I was a strong king. That's what it was. I can go for stable kingdom. Might be a while off that. I'll go for a powerful lord. You're a king already. Stable kingdom. We're not that far off. We need more troops and we need more renown and more wealth. I'm sure we can do that. It's not a problem. We got a book. I think it's one of these wound treatment books. I won't say no to an extra book, that's for sure. It's an extra goal. It's an extra reward for us. It's not bad at all. Let's actually head into Edinburgh while we're passing by. We lost Baden, I expected to. We will have to retake Baden at a later stage. It's not ideal, but we'll just have to deal with it. We go to the Lord's Hall, Kingdom School. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people here. Is there a feast going on? Or is there just a lot of people here? I think there might just be a lot of people here. Lots of ladies. Who are you? Oh, you're a claimant. Hersir Helgi Hivasi. No, I don't know why you're here. Lots of people here, and I'm not entirely sure why they are here. That's okay. Oh, he's a Danish lord. That's okay. That's okay. But we do have some more people that we can take to sell, however, which I'm not going to say no to. Including 34 peasant women. Good grief. Grab all of you. I think in Prophecy of Pendor there's a way to grab them all, but in this one I don't think there is, sadly. We'll take as many peasant women as we can. In fact, we can take just about all of them. Wonderful. Benefits of having a large party. We have a large prisoner pool as well. We'll take another Norse companion. I'm now going to call the banners. I think we've given people enough time that they should be willing to join us on a new campaign. I want to knock out East Anglia if possible. Let's see how many people we can get to join us. Citrigo will always join us for some reason. I think it's because he really likes us. Ah yes, he has 100 relation with us, which is wonderful. He must have been one of our early lords because we gave him Kel. Yeah, we gave him that place there. How many more lords can we get joining us? Corlin's here with us. You are a Northumbrian lord. Let's see if we can get more people joining us. I'd really. Oh, where are all you going? You have to some masters. Oh, they're going after the farmers. Okay, that makes sense. Egberts were here with us now. We're starting to get some kind of thing started, but it's not perfect. Looks like we're helping out the Northumbrians there. Do we have enough to go take out East Anglia? I don't know. But one way to find out. It might just be that a lot of our lords are coming from all over the Empire. We do have people keeping on leaving. I think they're mostly just people that I've rejected, or perhaps just kind of people who just own villages, but I might be wrong. Oh, that's a big Legan party. Ulade will not make peace, that's unfortunate. I don't really want to take on this guy at the moment, to be honest. I'd like just to keep going. I'd like to get to that last East Anglia town without any issue. But something tells me that's not going to be the case. People keep on leaving. It's not perfect by any means. Legan will conclude a peace. Excellent. I don't know if that was one of the major factions that we needed to worry about. Kind of. They're the ones who told Dublin. That's fine. I'm happy to make peace with at least one of them. I'll keep trying to make peace with the Irish factions as time goes on, I think. I don't have more of my lords here with me. I don't know where they are. Right, that changes things. Norway. Come on, man. You didn't have to do that, did you? Well, I guess this means we can retake Bebbanburg for ourselves. It looks like East Anglia will live to survive another day. Okay, now that Norway has declared war on us, I don't want to leave them to grow at all. So we will be taking things ASAP, really. We'll start here with Wixon. I don't know how many people we have. Hopefully it's enough. It is enough. Excellent. We will be taking Bebbanburg for ourselves. We'll try and knock out everyone else. We'll try and knock out other bits first. And we'll give Helgi Kettleson this bit of land. There we go. Bebbanburg we need to take, Griffin we need to take, and there's a few bits up north as well, up in Scotland. Can we take Bebbanburg with what we've got at the moment? I'm not sure we can. We need a few more people to come with us yet. Especially with you, with a large amount of troops. We might be able to take Bebbanburg, but it's going to be a tough one. I think this one we might actually have to siege. Oh, they're ready to leave. Excellent. You have my word. Bebbanburg is mine. I'll happily take Bebbanburg. And this time I'm going to give it to someone who's loyal, so it doesn't flip all the time to someone else. But don't click that, because that's the one that I click and then I have some issues with. Wolfred we need to give some land to. In fact, we could give Wolfred this bit of land, couldn't we? He's not going to switch out. We do have some other people who don't like us, but That's always going to be the case, I think. We've already getting F-World and Ethelred a lot of land. We can't really continue to do so. I'm going to give Wilfred Bebember because he likes us and he shouldn't commit treason anytime soon. I'm also just going to see the ships. Because eventually I'm going to want to sell one of my ships. We need to speak to the... I want to speak to the ship merchant and see if our ship is ready. I don't think it will be. I don't think it's been a whole month yet. In some ways I'm kind of glad that Norway declared war on us, because I'd rather we respond to their... We kind of fight as retaliation as opposed to them coming after us, or as opposed to us declaring war on them, and then we kind of incur the negative connotations that comes with that. I'm sorry if I'm garbling my words slightly, I'm still rather unwell. But we are at war with a lot of people, and that's not very good. Not very good at all. And I'm not sure... I think it's kind of got to that point where we're such a large faction now that we are just going to constantly be at war with people until we are successfully lord of all these lands. That might take a while. Is my ship ready yet? Come back in 11 days. Gotcha. If he has any more unexciting food for me, I'll take it. Purely because I expect to be on campaign for a while. And we're going to need it. Ransom broker. I don't think I've got any... No, I don't actually have anyone to ransom to you at the moment, but I'll happy to these Sphere Warriors. They are bloody good soldiers, and they're not actually too expensive in the grand scheme of things. They stay alive a bit longer than people like the Aquitanian skirmishers. Okay, let's head up to Agriffinum. See if we can take that back for ourselves. Ehrlich and Northumbria have made peace. That's unfortunate. What can we do? How many people are inside Bebember? How many we left? How many soldiers inside Bebember? Okay, we left 117. That's not as bad as I thought. How's our army doing? Morale is average, which is not great. We could try to go after him, but he's a tough cookie, I think. But he does hate us, and understandably, because we hold Bebember. This is the guy who used to be our lord, but then he kept on flopping all over the place. So, no, surrender or die. Okay, we've got about 1,300 troops versus his 400. Rousing speech. Let us go out from this burning place into the open, stand up to our enemies. He who dies shall be with our God. He who dies not, his name shall be honoured. I go first, and whatever I do, you do. May God be my witness. I will never leave you, my brothers and fellow knights. Quite a good speech. I won the duel. Excellent. Again, full morale. Okay, we'll step out of holding position, see how things go. Let's hold that hill. It's going to easily be our highest vantage point for the time being. Okay, there they are. We'll do a pretty standard setup and then we'll work from there. Maybe we can take this opportunity to knock Norway out if we go out to Norway. Maybe we deal with Norway and Frisia now. Because if we're already at war with them, we may as well continue. Like, as soon as I get my ship back from the Bebember shipwright, that might be the time to go. I'm going to let my cavalry in, of course I'll just charge. They kind of cause them to charge it in at us, at least that's my hope. But both Norway and Frisia are not that large countries, and I could deal with them straight away, I would hope. And then that would only leave me the British Isles to deal with, so England, Wales, and Ireland as well. But I think Ireland will be the last port of call, really. We'll have to see. I always have these plans and then someone declares war on me and it kind of changes what I was going to do. But that's always kind of how these games work. You kind of have to adjust your strategy and thinking depending on what kind of turns up. Are they going to come in for us? I don't know. We've lost a few people. A lot of wounds, but it's okay. I don't mind. Because I think they will now push into us a little bit. We'll blow a horn. That should give us a little bit of a morale boost. There may be a day where the Kingdom of Britain falls, but it's not this day. This day we fight! For wrath, for ruin, and a red dawn! I've completely merged two different Lord of the Rings speeches there, but I don't really mind because they're both excellent speeches. Oh, King Theoden, man. What a leader. Charge! Ow! There goes the horse. You bastards. Killing my horse. I'm in berserker mode now. I'm actually dying. Okay, this is kind of a problem. Charge! Otherwise I'm going to die myself. I don't want that to happen. Oh, those are some heavily armoured chaps. That could be an issue. Let's get ourselves a little bit safer, and then we're going to blow a horn for good luck, and then we're going to get involved. These guys are the Norwegians. They've got actual soldiers, unlike the Irish, so we could be in for a little bit of trouble here. Okay, dealt with you. Excellent. Okay, we'll push back slightly, blow a horn, keep the morale boost going if we can. How are we doing? Okay, we've taken some losses, but I would expect that in a fight of this size against this faction. I think we'll just have to deal with it. I mean, this is kind of one of those games where you just kind of shield wall bash at each other anyway. Come here. We're pushing too far ahead. This is going to be a long engagement. I need to be a little bit clever. There's a horse over there which I might go grab. It's not too badly injured. No, horsey, come back. I mean, it's got multiple arrows in it, so it's probably not going to be very healthy. It's somewhat healthy, that's okay. Deal with you, and then we're going to kind of do a couple of drive-bys and then get back to the relative safety of our own side. Our side lost a leader. That'll be one of the other lords with us, one of our vassals. It's not ideal. And we're certainly taking a lot of damage as well, so we want to get out of there. Then we're going to start taking a few more losses here than I might like, but we're also kind of going after them as well. Let's pull back to here. We should get some new reinforcements coming in for us soon. There they are. Quite a few of them in fact, which is wonderful. We'll pull back, see if we can draw them in to come in after us. We are very badly damaged, that's for sure. Kind of do a little bit of a rear guard action here, just kind of pulling back slightly. We're going to have to stay kind of around the edge now and kind of be more of a commander than we might normally be. We don't need to command our ships. I think everyone can charge now. Those guys are fairly close by that they can do some good damage. I was just trying to kind of get the majority of our forces at least somewhat back together. To you. Do what we can, but try not to put ourselves in overwhelming danger. This is the last bit of their party, I think, at least the first round. We might have to do another fight yet, but at least the majority of these guys will be dead. I've returned. What did I miss? The Kingdom of Norway has declared war on us, thankfully, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll just have to deal with it. They're a fairly strong faction. They're not someone I really wanted to be at war with for the time being, but in retaliation we've taken back Bebember, one of the main towns, which I always wanted. And now we're fighting one of their kind of rather strong lords. It's not that I don't think we can defeat them, it's that I think we're at war with enough people for the time being. We didn't really need to be at war with like 10 factions as opposed to 9 factions. So I don't know. And I'm debating whether I just go try deal with Norway as a whole now, but that means crossing over the seas and leaving the British Isles relatively unguarded. I'd have to kind of just let it do its thing and then come back and deal with consequences. And that kind of worked with Denmark, but I don't know if that would work with Norway as much, so we'll have to see. As with all these kind of tactical decisions, I always have to play a little bit by ear depending on what they decide to do. I'm going to let the infantry and the spearmen charge now, because if they go in formation they'll take blooming ages. We're just going to sit on this hill and observe and take a drink. I wonder if I blow a horn and other people have horns if they join in as well, because that'd be really cool. But I'm not sure if that's the case. But it'd be a neat little touch, even if it didn't do anything kind of in terms of gameplay. It'd be cool if just from a kind of lore perspective, not lore perspective, but it would just be cool, I think, to see all these horns blow at the same time. It looks like they're charging in now, so I'll let everyone else charge in as well. There's only 100 of them left, I don't foresee any major problems. Let's see if we can take out this chap here. Wonderful. We'll just take out his horse, and then he should be a much easier target once down on the ground. Wonderful. Deal with you as well. Come here. There we go. I want to do some more naval games because I really enjoy kind of naval combat and naval history in general, but I find there aren't many good ones at the moment. Obviously there's World of Warships, which I am doing on the channel, but it's not really a long form series that I usually do. You know, the games, they only last like 20 minutes, the matches. Even the more story based ones only last like 15 to 20 minutes. If there was like a long campaign of World of Warships, that'd be really cool. But I kind of understand why there's not. But also like older ships, so like, you know, man of wars, sloops, 4th rates, 5th rates, that'd be cool. Kind of the height of piracy. I know there's kind of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I've always wanted to try. But that's always been I always have a bit of an issue with the Assassin's Creed games because they always go into that like weird, like, oh yes, look, we're like a modern tech firm, kind of doing like weird dream sequences, which is the Assassin's Creed games. That's been the bit which has always kind of taken me out of them slightly. Okay, there we go. We're going to take him prisoner because he could have been one of our friends and he wasn't, and so therefore he's being taken prisoner. And we'll take all of your men prisoner as well because they'll sell for a pretty penny. Grab all of you. Oh, bunch of battle trophies, that's what we like to see. It's going to be worth a good amount of money when we get back to our main area. That helmet's worth a lot as well, actually. I'm just going to get rid of that couple of bits of wheat because those helmets are worth a pretty penny. And we're going to head up to... We're going to actually run back to Bebemba quickly just to sell off this stuff. Trade with the locals. Maybe we could do a submarine game, those are always fun. Oh, we could do... what's it called? Silent Hunter 4? That'd be a fun one to replace this once it's done. It's quite an old game, again by today's standards, but I'm not really known for playing kind of the most up-to-date games anyway. Ransom broker, hello, take all my money please, thank you. Aquitaine skirmishers, I think we'll leave you, that's not a huge problem. And I want to go take out Griffin back for us, precious, for us. Speaking of while I'm in like weird Gollum mode, has anyone seen how that terrible new that terrible new Golem game has been received. I haven't been keeping up with it, but it looks like it's done pretty terribly, all things considered. Okay, at Griffin, I require your surrender. Cute. Who can I give this to who doesn't already hate me a great deal? Go to you, but you like me enough already. But you're probably a safe person to give it to, so I will do so. Okay, there's our Griffin. We also need to take back these two bits up here. And then we'll have kicked Norway off the mainland, which will be useful. But whether I don't know what we should do is if we should go up here. Oh, Mumain is up there. Interesting. I mean, there's only, what, 4 bits of land that we need to take up in Norway. It's not that bad. We could probably do it. But I think we would wait till we get our proper... We'd wait till we get our better ship back, I think, that's for sure. Lager now close to declared war. Connacht now close to declared war. That's fine by me. I have no issues with people going to war with each other, because the more people that are at war with each other means less people at war with me. And that's what I like. Right, Dunfoyther does not have many people. You, my sir, you need to surrender. You have my word, you will not come under attack. You are going to leave. This time I'm not going to determine its value. I want to defer the appointment of my lord. There we go, I will decide that at a later stage. Wonderful. And I'm going to go take Dun Tower as well. And then we'll see if we've got a couple of new lords who actually like us enough that we can give this land to. Ooh, you're actually a bit more strong, but I think we can get you to surrender nonetheless. I'm going to determine council later. I'm also just going to save, because this game can get quite buggy, especially in the later stages. Okay, let's head back to Dunbreton and see if we've got a couple more lords we can give this land to. And then I think we can go try to take Norway out completely. See if we've got a couple more lads here in Lismore. I hope that's not one of ours. It probably is. Locations. Lismore. Where is it? No, that's an outlet territory. Fine by me. Have at it, lads. It's not a problem. Oh, there's a big fight going on here. I'll leave them to it. They can deal with that. What? Oh, hang on. This is a new event I haven't seen before. One of the local leaders approaches you stating that he has an illegitimate son, who he favours, who wishes to join your captains. You agree to meet the boy, as to be unseemly to reject a noble outright. When you meet the boy, however, it's clear that he is a homebody, certainly not warrior material. Faces this plump, smiling youth to you. Allow him to join your captains. Ask for payment to refuse the deal, or refuse. I'm sorry. Okay, people in Dunbreton don't like us, but I think they like us enough already, it's not a problem. But I don't think my men would have been too pleased had I taken on a kind of underwhelming young lad as a soldier. I don't think they would, certainly as a captain, I don't think they would have appreciated it at all. Okay. Sigurd Sigurwolfing, do you like me? No, why are you here? Eagle, you kind of like me, but not enough to justify keeping you on my side. Ballsack, I'm going to call you, because I can't say your name. Sigbert, you have a much better name, but you already don't like me, so no. Domlech, you like me enough that I'm going to actually let you on board. So many bits of land, goodness me. Canterbury South can go to Domlech. As can Baltoro. And as can Balfoyther. Bring him on side. Baldwin give to Cuthred just to hopefully keep him on side long enough. I want you to hire some. Yes, I want you to hire some taxmen. Your income taxes will be higher, guarantee it. Excellent. Got Dunfoy and Duntoro to give to someone. Let's see if there's anyone new we can bring on who likes us. Frina, you have a nice name, but you don't like me enough to justify keeping you. Rathbath Ragnarsson doesn't like me enough. Caradok doesn't like me enough. You really don't like me. I don't know why you're here, really, to be honest. Elfgar, again, quite a nice name, but not enough. Bjorn Ironside is back. I'm still not letting you on after you left me last time. Sigbert, no. Wolfir, no. God, these guys are not people who like me very much, that's for sure. Kettle Bjornsson, I thought we had you before. But you know what? I'm going to accept you, that's fine. And we'll give that to you. If I can find where you are in this extensive list of people. There we go. Look at that, it's Kettle Bjornsson and Bjorn Kettleson. How about that? And I'm just going to buy your loyalty, I think. I've got enough money that I can do so. There we go. And see if we can get any new people on. Sidrock the Young. Oh, you like me. We could possibly even put you in to hold... You could potentially hold Norway for me. There we go. Ekwald doesn't like us. Cuthred doesn't like us, but I think Cuthred might have to eventually be cleaved from the herd, so to speak. Right. What's next on our plan? Let's head back to Bebumba. We need to deal with the Moomin at some point, but for the time being, let's head to Bebumba. See if we can get our ships. You're Connacht. You don't think you're friends with us, are you? No, you're not. Some people will leave, that's fine. There's always a bit of people leaving. Okay, I think you guys are more than okay to take on 3 Northmen there by yourselves. It's not a problem. I want to head to Bebumba and get my ships. I don't know if they're going to be ready in time just yet. But I think it might be time for us to go after Norway properly. Gonna take them out the game. Oh my goodness. Where on earth did you get all those troops from? I mean, oh, you're an Irish lord, that's why. I wondered, I was like, Oh, and also I've given you Adgreffenham and Canterbury, that makes sense. Okay, you're a powerful Irish lord, I get it. That's why you have a lot of troops. I was like, why do you have 500 troops? And now I know why. The sound of a galloping horse pierces the cold morning, and you run outside to find a watchman dismounting. He tells you that a strange ship carrying men who speak a foreign language have shipwrecked on the coast nearby. Send men to search for valuables. If the survivors kill them, do nothing, or recruit them. Let's recruit them. 2 survivors. I'm guessing they're berserkers or something similar? Probably. Let's just make sure everyone is upgraded. Okay, deal with the warriors. Make sure everyone is upgraded. We could probably get a couple more banner bearers, but they tend to die very quickly. It's why I don't tend to for the most part. There's robbers den we could probably deal with there, but it's okay. How close to when our ship is being ready? Probably not quite yet, that's for sure. I wish there was a quicker way down to the coast in Bebumba. I shouldn't have built the ships here, but to build these kind of better ships in terms of their kind of carry capacity, you need to build them in a town with a Viking cultured shipwright. So you have to do it in like Jorvik, Edinburgh, possibly actually not even Edinburgh, but Jorvik, maybe probably Tamsberg, Dorstad. Maybe not Frizzy, I don't think Frizzy counts. By the way, I was in Jorvik, or one day York, earlier this week. I went for a couple of days, it's very nice. Still got some really nice ties to kind of the Viking culture, and it's a big part of their kind of tourism that they do there. It's just really cool, I think. Hello, good sir. Is my ship ready? 4 days. Today is the 1st of October. Right, what can we do for 4 days? We could try to take out East Angel. Does East Angel have any other bits of land? It doesn't at the moment. We could go try to take them out and then go back up and deal with Norway. Sure, let's attempt that. We've got a powerful Irish lord with us. Wolfir has left. That's understandable. He'll be one of the people I rejected. We'll just stop here and let a lot of our lords catch up because we have some big ones following us, but it means they're quite slow. But it means that we can also use them to be intimidating, which is quite useful. Are we at war with Airlich? No, we're not at war with Airlich. I've actually found someone not at war with. How about that? Okay, your Cornwall laws, that's not a problem. If I can take out this... If I can take out East Angel properly, that'd be good. Elfgar's left. These are just the people I've rejected in the past, that's okay. Just wait for everyone to catch up. Including kind of our most powerful lord. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. Oh, do I go back and take Jorvik now? How many people inside? Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, we're going to go back and see if we can save Jorvik. Shouldn't have left Jorvik, but this is my concern about going abroad. A ship has been built for you in Bemba, excellent. We'll go deal with that momentarily if we can save Jorvik. If we can't save Jorvik, I'm sure we'll be able to retake it, but it's just going to be men and time. I don't really... Oh, we might get there in time. We might get there in time, come on. They'll give me a bunch of money for whoever that lord is, that's fine. Oh, you have a lot of men there, Jesus. If I join the fight, I don't think that's going to be enough. Because I don't think my lords will join. You know what, one way to test. Oh, they would join me in a battle, excellent. Okay, well, you're screwed. I say that, the Norwegians are pretty tough guys when it comes to sieges. There we go, this is going to be a fight for the ages here in York. Norway's a tough faction. If we can break their backs here, we should be in a good spot going forward. They are charging in a bit rather slowly. How are we doing? 115. Okay, so we're dead equal in terms of troop numbers. We do now have the troop advantage, which is quite useful. So we can go after that crossbowman there. We couldn't, but someone else did. That's the main thing. Blow a horn. Keep the morale boost going. We're going to need it. Is there... Okay, there's not a ladder there. Good. I think... Is it just the... Okay, there's 2 ladders. Let's see. Let's see if we can go join the scrum. I don't really want to fall off the edge, that's for sure. There's a lord here with 750 troops, I presume maybe even the king. Understandably they want to retake Jorvik, one of their kind of Viking strongholds. Although really it's not a Northumbrian territory, not a Norwegian territory, but I'm sure they want to take it nonetheless. But I'm keen to deal with these 750 troops here, because if I deal with the 750 troops here, then I shouldn't have to hopefully deal with them over in Norway. I think East Anglia will have to leave for the time being. Or they're a little bit too far out of the way for the time being. We'll come deal with them at a later stage, I think. I forgot we actually need to level up. Let's do that while I remember. What can we do that's actually useful? Not that much. We'll do some first aid. And we'll do some two-handed weapons. There we go. Good sir. Cease and desist. Do I have more throwing weapons? No, I don't. But I have a sword. Some of these guys are very toughly armoured. I'm not thrilled about that. Come here. How are you doing? Okay, I'd say we're definitely pushing our advantage for the time being, which is good. Let's blow a horn. Keep that morale boost going forward. I'm a little concerned they're going to flank slightly. At the moment, I'll try to get people a bit more centered off. This might even be better where we would have a spear. If I can find one, this one that'll do. Because it's a bit further away, we'll do some more damage with it. But that being said, I am terrible with spears. I think we'll actually go back to our sword and shield. Our sword and board. That's what I'm more comfortable with. And provides us some protection. I was going to say, oh, it provides us some protection, then we get knocked out. Companions carry you away from the fighting. You think a siege wouldn't end for one man, but, you know, hey ho. Join the battle, let's go again. I need to make sure not to die this time. I'm just going to get people to hold here. It means they're not going to be... all the archers are going to kind of be closer to the main fight, but it means they might hold this area a little bit better. I think that is more important at the time being. Blow a horn for good luck. You can burn our houses, but you will never take York. I mean, I could always retake York afterwards, but it's just a matter of principle. I don't want them taking York. York is one of my favourite places in the UK. Okay, we've got 61 damage. I'm quite surprised I didn't kill him, but that's okay. Just aware that I can't get myself killed too much more. We'll let a few more people come up the ladder and then we'll charge. And now seems good. Fire at will, charge, charge, charge. Everyone charge, please. See if we can do some more throwing weapon damage. Wonderful. In this case, I wish I had a bow and arrow. Maybe I should just get one in my inventory for such matters. But we're due in for a long siege, and I don't think you get your throwing weapons replenished in sieges from memory. I might be wrong. I certainly don't want to go down there. That looks a rather unhealthy place to visit. I'll blow a horn. How are things doing? Possibly not as well as last time, but we are, I think, still doing better in general overall. Oh, there's a javelin there for us. Wonderful. Throw you, it's going to get another kill. I guess if someone throws a javelin up here, we can use that retroactively against them, which is quite useful. Javelin there, wonderful. Pick up more javelins wherever we can and use them. I think I might have missed that, sadly. Yes, I think we could definitely do with a bow and arrow in these engagements. That's for sure. There we go, throwing spear right through the stomach. That deals with you. I'm just keen to not get too involved in the melee scrum, at least for the time being. If I could get a couple more throwing weapons, that'd be very much appreciated, but I don't know where I'm going to find them. Just some more reinforcements coming in there. See if we can do some damage. I don't think we're going to be able to without falling off. And if we fall off, that's pretty much a death sentence. Let's stand here, see if we can get people to throw some throwing weapons at us. If we can get people to throw throwing weapons at us, and then they miss, we can use them and throw them back at them. Oh, this one on our shield. There's one. Thank you for the throwing spear, sir. Sadly, I think it hit at someone's shield. Oh, there's another one. There we go. We're getting the odd kill here and there, that's for sure. Can I pick up the... I don't think I can pick up the one in your shield, can I? No, sadly not. I'd certainly love his bow and arrow. If he dies, we can't kill him, sadly. But if we could, that'd be quite useful. If we see a bow and arrow anywhere, we're going to grab it. Oh no. Oh, that was a large amount of damage I didn't expect to take. Never mind. Some sick parkour, but it came at a cost of health. Let's get back up, let's get engaged in the fight. We're still doing well enough, I don't think there's any real concern for the time being. That could easily change if things go wrong. There's a javelin there I'd quite like to grab. Skirmish javelin, it's not going to be as good. We'd at least kill someone. Yeah, I don't want to jump off the edge, that went terribly last time. Let's pull people back slightly, everyone follow me. We'll probably do a little bit better if they charge, if we let them charge up the ladder a little bit more. Everyone follow me. Everyone follow me. That's okay. And now charge. I don't know if that was completely unnecessary or not, but it might just help us out a little bit. Oh, please don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Let's blow our horn for good luck. Got more waves coming in. I don't really want to die here because, again, that's only gonna. It's not gonna serve our cause effectively if I do so. Because in this mod, if you get knocked out, that's kind of it. That's not useful in the slightest. Excuse me, gents, coming through. Thank you. Well, there's javelins there. That's useful. Sadly, we missed. Just pull back to relative safety here. We'll grab a drink. We'll blow a horn and then we'll carry on. How are we doing? Oh, I forgot with this tactical view. I don't really use it very often because I find it a little bit odd. It feels a bit like Total War, but it just doesn't really work, I don't think, that effectively. But weirdly, you can still fight in it, which is quite nice, but I just don't find it very useful for actual fighting in general. But it does give you a nice kind of view from a high up central point. But you also can't turn the camera when you're in that position, which I always find a little bit weird. That's okay, we'll return to our... We didn't go first person, which would be fun, but I'm not really good at that in Warband. So we'll go back to our third person perspective. There's not really much we can do at the moment, is there? Is there another way to get up here, I wonder? I might go over to the other side and see what I can see over there. There might be more I can do usefully on that side. I'd certainly say we're thinning out the Norwegians, which is very useful. Because they were getting a little bit too strong over here in the mainland. And there's still the majority of their land over there as well, so I'm not all too sad that we're now dealing with them. I think they're one of the kind of stronger factions left. There is still the... I don't know what on earth are our troops doing down there. I'm kind of charging down, let's not do that. Stop being silly. Let them charge back up. Yeah, I don't mind taking out Norway because they're one of the stronger factions. But I think I would also like to maybe go after Cornwall at some point soon. They're a strong faction as well. But we'll have to see. Okay, are our troops stop being stupid? I hope they have now. We'll let everyone charge again. Can't see what on earth I'm doing. Let's actually go back the other way if we can, because that gives us a little bit more of a bird's eye view. We'll blow our horn, get some more morale boosts. It's the one thing about this game which perhaps needs a little bit of work, but at this point won't happen now, is you can kind of get stuck here. Normally I just sit here with my bow and arrow and just fire arrow after arrow after arrow into those troops coming up the ladders, and that's how I basically survive in Prophecy of Pendor. I tend to just sit here with a very fast Nordal bow and like 3 stacks of arrows and just fire into them constantly. But I told myself I would not become an archer build in this engagement, and I stand by that. I don't mind using a bow and arrow. I told myself I would not become a proper archer build in this, and really there's not the ability to do so because they're not as anywhere near as strong in this as they are in other mods. It would at least give me something to do, however. The enemies have arrived, quite a few of them. We could try and get involved, I suppose. I don't really want to give them a kind of hold on the walls, though, to be honest. We seem to be doing pretty effectively as is, just keeping them bottlenecked there on the stairs. That's probably the better option. It's almost certainly the better option, and we're starting to cut through them, quite a lot of them, pretty well here. Eventually they'll either give up or run out of troops, or one or the other. We shall have to see. We could do a cool crowd skirmish, but I don't think that's going to end very well for us. Let's do it anyway. Whee! Oh boy. No, no, no. No, no, no. Those are my sick moves. I'm a dancer. I'm doing, what should we call this Viking dance move? The pillage and plunder. Oh yeah. Charge, gentlemen. Charge. There's only 90 of them left, but they could well have some more troops coming in soon. Oh, we might actually be able to do something here. No, we fell. And we're knocked out. This is what happens when I try to actually do something useful. Okay, join the battle for the another time. I don't think we'll have too many issues. In fact, I think I'm actually just going to let people charge out. I'm going to let everyone go. We're going to fight them on the open field, I think, for a change. We are Vikings. We meet our death with open arms. If we go to Valhalla, so be it. I'm sure this is definitely the strategically shit idea, but that's okay. Charge! especially if I'm on such little health. If this goes terribly wrong, we will just retreat back to our castle walls. But it's fun to actually be able to do something a bit more interesting than just stand there and watch from afar. We do have like double the numbers, give or take, so I think we should be okay. Go to you. So here we can actually do some useful damage. Whereas if we're stuck on the walls, we can't really do anything, to be honest. Ow! That might be a bad idea. That might have been a terrible idea. Let's go back to safety, blow our horn, use our throwing weapons, and then charge back in again. Use our throwing weapons, hopefully somewhat effectively. At least they don't seem to really be targeting us when we're doing this. I still want to get involved in the fight, that's for sure. I know we're standing in, which is fundamentally a terrible idea when we have the siege, when we have the walls to help us out, but it's just more fun this way. That means we can actually get things done a little bit quicker. Everyone charge. Even these guys at the back who don't really seem to be doing anything. I know you're kind of the lower tiers of troops, but you still need to get involved, please. You can't just stay there at the back and hide. Okay, it's you. Oh, you look so tough. Okay, dealt with you, excellent. This is why there's more people coming in from behind that building. I don't want to get myself killed, at least not yet. Still got many people to kill yet. Oh, we're dead again. We might just have to leave this up to the computer to decide the rest. It'll take out more kills than I would like. Siege continues. That's okay, we're doing well enough here. Full-fledged victory for us, wonderful. You're my prisoner, Hersir Halibut. Enfrith, you're definitely my prisoner because you're my nemesis. You don't really like me either, so you're my prisoner as well. Wonderful. That is the Siege of York dealt with. At a cost, though, blimey. And our morale is absolutely tanked. We need to pop into Jorvik and see if we can get some morale back, either through some Ladies of the Night or some other means. We'll have to see. I mean, Ederash shouldn't be too far to go to should the need arise. We'll just grab however many prisoners we can from here. I think we should be able to grab pretty much all of them. Yeah, we should be able to. Wonderful. But yes, our morale is tanked a little bit, so we're going to need to deal with that somehow. But a bunch of battle trophies I'll happily accept, and especially a whole bunch of prisoners as well. And we'll chuck them inside the prison tower here. Even though Jorvik is a little bit kind of worse for wear after that. Please don't be ambushed, please don't be ambushed. And we're ambushed, wonderful. Charge! We still haven't, oh my goodness, there's a lot of people. We still haven't given Jorvik an Asbjorn proper clothes yet. Oh, that's 3,000 pennies. It's not ideal, but that's fine. We can just deal with it. Happy Widow. Raise the morale of my men, please. Thank you. And I'll also pay the barkeep for 6,000. That's not really worth it. I shouldn't have done that. But we can probably make it up with our numerous battle trophies. Wonderful. And we've also got some other stuff we can sell as well. Look at that helmet. The stuff here. I suppose we could hold on to those bits of bow and arrows, but I don't think it's probably not worth it in the long run. We'll peel the dry meat, that's okay. Actually, we've got plenty of money, so it's not really an issue. Smash the town. Was this not our place? I think everything might already be built here. Never mind. Our ship in Bedmber is built, I believe. So we are going to go on the Norway excursion. If Jorvik stays unsieged, which I hope it will. Chatted by the... Okay, they are welcome. We're back above 300, but probably not for very long. 300 pennies for that guy, that's fine. Let's make sure everyone catches up with us. I want to go into Bedmber itself. We've got a new ship built. We're not going to be able to take all of them. So, see the ships. My boats. So we've got this ship here, which holds 90. That holds 90. That holds 39. That holds 55. That also holds 90. I think I actually might need to go and speak to the... I think I might actually need to go speak to the shipwright himself to actually claim the ship. And I might even commission another one straight away, but I don't think I've got the wool cloth to do so. I don't suppose you're saying wool here by any chance. You are not, sadly. Okay, if we can pick up some more wool cloth, then we will grab another big ship here, but that's okay. For the time being, let's just go grab the one we've commissioned, and we'll sell one of our lesser ships. In fact, we'll preemptively sell one of our lesser ships, whichever one is which holds the least men, and it's going to be the Snekker here, so we'll sell it for 5,900. I do indeed want to sell that ship, that's okay. And that should give us enough space to take on that new ship. And that should give us more space. I still don't think we'll be able to take 300. I still don't think we'll be able to take 300 by any means. But it should take us up to about 200. It might be, actually. It might take us just over the kind of the margin that we need. We'll have to see. I do wish the Bedmber ports were closer, but... or the Bedmber shipwright was closer, but that's okay. What can we do? Charge, gentlemen, to the ships. We're going to take out Norway once and for all, hopefully. Although I'm sure they'll come back in some form or fashion. Yet. I do like that this is somewhat historically accurate, because Bedmber, one day Bedmber Castle, is on a very large hill right by the sea, so it does make sense. I just wish there was a quick way down to it, like a quick button or something, but hey ho, can't have everything here. Hello, my good man, I require my ship. Is my ship ready yet? Yes, it is. I want to launch it. See the ships. So we've got our skull, which we're going to actually repair. Balofakra. Should repair as well. Olavsud, that's hard to say. Repair. And we need to give this ship a name. It's Bussy. What can we call it? We'll call it Ragnar. After Ragnar Lothbrok, the legendary lad that he is. There we go, apply. And now we can sail. We don't have room for 29 of our men. We were closer. I doubt he's going to have one of those big ships ready for us straight away, however. Boats to sail, let's have a look. He's got a Carvey, he's got a Snekker. We are going to have to manage, we're going to have to get rid of some of our troops. We'll put them in Edoras, that's okay, we can grab them later on. And we just need to put like 30 of them in. There's the garrison, there we go. We'll put these North freeholders in, these peasantmen, farmers, priests, tinkers, tailors, soldiers, sailors. We can put the Frisian horsemen in, but we can keep them here actually. I think it said we need to put 29 in. That puts us at... We need to get rid of a few more. We'll get rid of this Briton archers as well. It does mean that we're going to lose a little bit of morale from having our party depleted below 300, but that's okay. We'll just have to deal with it. Raise the spirits on my men. Thank you, Gula. Good to see you as always. And let's head to Bember. And we'll start the invasion force. Faction of Alclitus no more. I'm sure they'll be back. Most factions come as like a resurgence here. Did that person just leave? Oh, you're the really good people. I need you to come with me. What are you and your men doing? You need to reinforce that aggressor. Would you follow me? You will. Good. I'm going to have to look after you a little bit there. Good, sir. But I want to sail from Bember with as many people as possible. Helgi Kitsen will not come with me. That's unfortunate, but we'll just have to deal with that. And we will head over to Norway to begin the invasion force. I don't know if the 581 guy is with me. We'll have to see when we get there. Ballsack has left, that's okay. I expected him to do so. I know that's not actually his name, but I can't work out how to say his proper name, so that's just have to deal with that. Where do we start? Do we want to start down in this side? I think we do. Troops are angry because we're on the seas, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. Oh, he was right there. Come back, sir. I saw him. Where has he gone? Oh, I'm not going to go all the way back just to find him. That's okay. He might come back at a later stage, but he's actually reinforcing our Griffinham, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We've still got quite a few lords here with us. We still have 9 lords with us, so I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. Okay, Rogaland, we'll start there. Oh, the king's here, that's not ideal. Well, if the king's there, we're going to go the other way. See who we can find in the other bits of Norway. Can't be that many people. The king's over there, there's no one here in that gear. Wonderful. Surrender, please. Thank you. I'll take as many troops as I can, because I'm sure I'll lose some. Who do I want to give this to? Who doesn't have any actual forts yet? We'll give it to Domlech here. He's one of our newer recruits, but he is someone that we've kind of bought allegiance with, so that's not the end of the world. We need to take out this place here. Still not a huge amount of people in there, so I think we should be able to just get them to surrender. Wonderful. Who can we give this to? We'll give this to Bjorn Kettleson. Hopefully to keep him on side. And we'll head on to Tunsberg. I don't know where the rest of our lords are. I'm guessing they might be fighting someone. Ah yes, they're fighting this chappie here. It's okay. I don't mind them fighting people there. Still a decent amount of troops around. We'll let them fight that guy. I don't think we need to go after them particularly. Oh, he is here with us. Good. Let's make sure he stays with us. I need to see you follow me. Just make sure he stays with us, because he's going to be useful in Tunsberg. We're now earning 28,000 a week, which is excellent. Only 600 in Tunsberg. Let's get it done. We're never going to be able to get Tunsberg that easily before. Can we get them to surrender? Excellent. Well, Tunsberg has surrendered. I will take all the good troops out of here, and I will I think probably take Norway for myself. I'll take Tunsberg for myself. Because it's going to be worth a lot of money. Although the prosperity has just changed from rich to average, which is not ideal. Happy Widow. I want to raise the morale of my men. There we go. 13 morale. Spearman. Happy Widow. Traveller. We'll trade with the locals. Do you have any wool cloth here, I wonder? No, you don't, but you do have fish, and fish is useful. We will buy that. And we will go try to take Rogaland now. And I think that's probably... yeah, that's all that Norway's got left. And they still have a lot of lords, but if they don't have any land, I don't really see what they can do about it, to be honest. Tunsberg, because it's been besieged straight away. Sirs, that's very rude of you. Ah, it's because no one inside. I see the issue. Right, let's just chuck some people in there for now. We will deal with that properly later. I understand why that it'll siege with a one-person army. Makes sense now. We'll just put who we can inside. Maybe I'll ship captain, they'll do better outside. The Anglo veterans we can put in. Just give it enough of a force so it's not going to instantaneously be captured. We need to look after it at some point later on, that's for sure. Okay. Let's let the rest of our lords catch up to us if they are. I think they're going after some of the lords. There's a lord there. Hello there, can I interest you ruffians in employment? Will you join with me? Absolutely. No, they're not going to join me. Never mind. So because I don't have money. No, I do have money. They didn't want to join me. Because, to be honest, the easiest way to get people inside my town would just to be... for some reason I can't get them to... I'd happily pay them to join me. I know it's not ideal. Oh, you might do. Can I get... oh, they've run away into their ships. I was going to pay them to go live in Tunsberg. I'm going to recruit any soldiers we get there. 2 survivors. Guessing these guys here, the Anglo and Britain bodyguards. Okay. I think we will leave it there for the time being. We've taken the majority of Norway. We'll make sure to take Rogaland next time, and then we might even go after Frisia as well. Because then we'll have taken out Norway. We've already taken out Denmark without any issue. Frisia shouldn't be too much trouble. Well, no one's really... I haven't really encountered Frisia the entire game, to be honest. And then we go after the main issue, the main problem. I'm trying to work out who the main kind of contender is at the moment. I think it's probably Norway. Sorry, not Norway, Cornwall. Or maybe Gwynedd. Gwynedd or Cornwall are the 2 main contenders left on the main British Isles. We're definitely making good progress now. I'd say we've just got to clear up the west of England and into Wales. Then Ireland and Frisia, and then we're pretty much there. I would say, hopefully within 10 parts we should be at our conclusion, and that's quite an exciting thing because this has been my longest series by far, and that's been really exciting for me to do a really nice long series, but it'll also be nice to see the satisfaction of things being completed. But I think that'll do it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.